So I'm sure over the course of this lockdown, everybody's had a lot of time to talk to themselves, a lot of time to talk to family members, a lot of time to hopefully grow. I know I've grown a great deal. It's crazy how every so many years you go through certain changes, and life just flips one on you, where you think you got things figured out. You really don't. For the time being, you have it figured out, and it works, and you get by, and you grow. The process continues to go. But what I've come to understand is I had some savage self-talk, man. I was hard on myself for a lot of years, I mean, just downright just horrible, to the point where, I was calling myself a piece of shit and a bitch constantly all day. And as much as I was trying to, make myself a better person and own up to my shit. I think what I was doing is pushing people away, maybe distancing myself from people. I've gotten very I'm not alone, but I'm alone, if you know what I mean. It's like there's people around, but I just don't feel like, I've done, it doesn't matter, but it's hard for me to forgive myself. So I just can't imagine anybody forgiving me. I can't imagine God letting me into heaven for the things I've done. Now, I know I'm forgiven, and I know that's all worked out, but what I'm saying is I'm still really hard on myself. And over the past, month, few weeks, really the past week, I've just kind of been changing my thinking, and I'm not really, doing that to myself no more. It's like you tortured yourself for years, man. Whatever sins you haven't paid, it'll work itself out somewhere or somehow, because I don't want to be that miserable dude sitting in the corner, pretending to have his shit together, and really, my mind is a train wreck. It's like I have such great advice for people, and I know how to do things, I know how to get shit done, but when it comes to putting them into play, it takes me a while, and it takes me time to figure shit out. And that's another thing, man. I really gotta stop cussing. Gosh, I'm sorry, man, but when I hear myself cuss, or when I hear people cuss, I just think, oh, you ignorant bastard. But so that's something I'm working on, and it's just not a good example. There's people around me, and there's kids around me, and they look up to me, and I don't want them to see some raging lunatic, cussing and screaming and acting a fool. I want them to know a happy man. You know what I mean? Like, damn, he was good to be around. I was a fun dude to be around. Now, if you'd probably ask him, damn, that's a scary motherfucker to be around, man. And I don't blame him. I don't blame any of them, Like, my son asked me to go to the gym before all this shit happened, and it was funny to me at the time, but now it's just sad. He said, can you please not beat anybody up or challenge anybody to fights? And I was like, yeah, of course, you know, why would that be a problem? And then like 5 minutes after 5 minutes after I got there, he had to walk me to the outside weight pile because there was some fucking dude and he was sitting on the weight bench and he I timed him, man. He was there for fucking at least 23 minutes just sitting there texting. And I told my son, I said, hey man, I gotta go say something to this dude. And it's like, why? You know, you don't work for the gym, you know, you ain't Captain Save a Bitch, you know what I mean? You don't need to get involved in that. Don't even let that dude, you know, find another machine. And my son, he has a lot of restraint for a 21-year-old. Now I don't know if he's locking it all up and he don't want to deal with it, but you know, he'll have to deal with it one day. I don't even know what the hell I'm trying to say. All I know is I've been beating myself up for years trying to beat these drugs out of my system and beat this lifestyle out of my system and beat all this shit out of my system, and I'm just beating myself up. And it's like, you know, I want to smile, I want to laugh, you know. It's been too long since I haven't done it, man. And it's time, you know. I mean, I'm not gonna say I'm gonna be some fucking joking. I'm not gonna be some, you know, clown here to amuse you. But you know what? None of us are getting out of this alive. None of us. So we might as well have fun with it, you know. In life, death, you know, whatever comes next, I'll ride it. You know, I'm cool with it, man. If it's tonight I go, believe I wasn't scared. Just believe I wasn't scared. I'm not going to go kicking and screaming. I'm going to go on my 2 feet. You know what I mean? If it's in 10 years, same deal, man. It's all about the process, and the process never stops. You never get to a point in your life where you're completely and just, okay, I'm the smartest, greatest person in the world. I know everything and I could give everybody knowledge, and this life doesn't stop teaching you. It just doesn't stop teaching you. For everybody that is younger than me and is wasting time with anger and wasting time with things that are just going to be, you're going to think, oh God, I wasted so many years on nonsense. This minute right now, this hour right now, this beautiful evening right now, it's never going to come again, you know? And even if you're not with anybody, enjoy it, you know? Whatever this is, enjoy it. Because we don't get to do it again. This day, this hour, this minute, it's gone. And they keep coming. The older you get, the faster they go. If you don't stop back, if you don't sit back and just appreciate it, that shit'll pass you by, man. Turn you into a broken down old man quick. Living fast, you know, treating your body like a roller coaster ride. But you know what they say, man, years of abuse and no regrets. I got years of abuse but no regrets. Los vemos.